Your investigations wouldn't directly parallel what the elections board's looking into, but what are some of the things that you've looked into that you think would be ripe for their investigation?
Well, I have written about McQueen Campbell before, and he was one of the people mentioned in this current refund from the Democrat Party, or the payment to the election board for money that was not probably handled right. And McQueen has acknowledged flying the governor around, and I would put those flights into two categories. There's campaign flights and recreational flights, and those have to be accounted for. I think we need to see the total amount of flying he was doing, and the board or other investigators have to decide how much of it was campaign flying that was never reimbursed.
At this point, we don't know that there are going to be any criminal charges, but based on your investigation, do you think that there are some questions, some serious questions that are still unresolved?
Yes, on the flying, yes. I think what they need to do, if they have a public hearing, I think they need to take all the people that the News and Observer has identified as flying Easley around for campaign purposes or recreational purposes, put them under oath, and determine the extent of all the flying before we can figure out how much of it was recreational and maybe someone else's jurisdiction, or how much of it was campaign and therefore under the jurisdiction of the election board.
Our time is running short, but we asked Bob Hall whether he thought this was a case of just honest mistakes or someone trying to game the system. Do you have a sense of what's going on in that front?
I don't think they were honest mistakes. I've seen other memos where the Easley campaign and the Easley governor's office to fly somewhere, one directed the other to get a NASCAR plane for a campaign event. So these things, I think, are deliberate. You can't just go get a NASCAR plane and not have it reimbursed. So these are some of the things. That's an example of something that the board needs to investigate.